So today I want to show you how to make a postcard when you are traveling. So we will make a postcard like picture of London. Have any of you been to London?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I'm sure at some point you will end up going. So I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of what we're going to draw so you know what to expect. We are going to draw this tower. Do you know what it is called?
Big Bang.
Yes, it's called Big Ben. And we're also going to draw one of these buses, but an old bus, and we'll draw a flag flying in the sky, pretty much like this. Okay, so I'm going to be using half of my page. So Safreen, if you have that really big book, you need to use not just half, but even half of that. So I'll show you how that's done.
You have a new class? No, this is why I have been gone here for 2 years. But okay. What?
Okay, so I'm using a my book is about this big. Two of my hands look like this. Safreen, I think your book will be this and also an extra. So we need one in which your hand more or less fits. So I am going to fold my paper till this perforation point. A perforation is where you have that line on which you tear. So I'll fold this here. That way I can get a small size of paper. And in one big sheet, I can make two postcards. So the postcard comes inside this. It's usually only about this big. So we are going to make a frame. And in that, we will make our Big Ben. We will make the bus and...
Miss, I have one question. How
Yes,
will I fold it to the other side?
you can fold it to the other side and you can fold it one more time if you can. I don't know if you can do that, but fold it.
No, I can't.
Okay. All right, we'll see. As much as you need, you just need about your hand size, a little bigger than your hand, a grown-up's hand size.
So about 2 hands.
No, not two really, maybe 1.5. So you have this much and this much, like that.
Okay, the paper is kind of big, but it will work.
All right. So in this now, I'm going to first draw a rectangle with a pencil over here. And then I'll show you the bus also that we will draw. This is the bus we will draw. So this also fits in something like a box. And then,
Yes, these are also here in Sweden, but not in my area, somewhere around 40 minutes away.
oh, okay. So first let's draw, maybe we can draw two different things. Let's first draw Big Ben and the flag in the sky. And then let's see if we have time, then we can draw the bus over here. Okay. So let us see how this works. Now, Big Ben is pretty, it's like a very narrow tower with a tower on top and below. So we will start from the top because it's the clock that matters. That is more important. And we'll draw it a little to the side, not right in the center, so that we can draw the flag somewhere in the sky. Now I think I'll just go ahead and draw with the pen and you can draw with pencil first. So if you feel that you want to make any changes, you can do that. I'm first making a border. And my border is also a wobbly line.
So the line doesn't have to be perfect.
No, it doesn't have to be perfect. Now in this, I have to draw. First, before I draw, I try to imagine this. I need a small, then Safri, I'm going to just mute you for a bit. Okay, then afterwards we can chat. So I'm going to make a small triangle, then a small rectangle, then another part of a triangle, then a big rectangle, and then just rectangles underneath that. Okay, so first on the right hand side, let's make a very, very narrow triangle like this and draw two lines underneath that, two lines very close. Then we make a small rectangle underneath that and we draw two lines underneath that. Then we will draw.
Miss, can you go a little bit slower?
Yes, yes. I'll just finish this shape, then I'll wait for you. So this almost looks like a rocket actually, no? At this point. Kyra, I want you to draw nice and big, huh? Don't make a very tiny big Ben. The thing is called Big Ben. So you can't make tiny Ben. Okay, all right. Shall we move on, Safreen? Are you done so far?
No, just hold on 1 minute, like 1 minute.
Okay.
Hi, Miss. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Sakira?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been long since we last talked, huh?
Yes, yes, I'm
It's
glad to have
lovely to hear your voice. I would
you.
say, wow, wonderful. Today, our Easter holiday
Oh,
here.
yes, you're right.
That's why
Correct.
Safin is at home.
Good, good. I'm glad she chose to join. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, Miss, now you can continue.
All right. Okay, Abdul. Okay, now we will draw another small rectangle. So whenever I'm drawing, I want you to see what I'm doing and then draw after me. So after we have drawn these triangle, rectangle, triangle, rectangle, now look at what I'm doing here. I'm going to make this a slightly bigger, almost like a square shape. Let me finish this whole thing and then you can draw a square shape. Okay, and inside this, I will be making another square shape like that.
And I think that square shape will be the clock.
Exactly right. Okay, are we done? Now after,
More, miss.
not done yet?
No, I'm not done.
Okay, Sapti, you can catch up. I'll just move on now for the others. Now,
Okay, I've already finished.
okay, very good. Now we will just draw from a little from the inside. We will draw a straight line from the top all the way to the bottom, as straight as you can. And this now, if it's not come fully straight, you can make another line next to it and make it slightly straight. And then now we have to just make different embellishments. So we make horizontal lines like that. Then leave a little rectangular space. Make two horizontal lines like that, two pairs of lines close to each other. Then leave about the same space again. And make two more lines like that. Again. This time, the last one, you will make it slightly bigger. Abdul, are you able to draw this? You joined a little late, so just start with making a frame first. See how big it is, only my hand fits there. Then draw a triangle, a long triangle, then rectangle, then like a rhombus, then small rectangle, then square, then two lines and these lines in between. Okay? Now we need to give this some embellishments. So on the top, we'll draw a circle. I'm going to show you the detail of this thing now. And then from here, you will draw a line up and you will make a shape like this. And a tower on top. So in all these places, we have this shape. To make the tower look nice. And we'll also put one here. You can just put a line and halfway through the line, you can make that shape. See, it's so nice it looks. It looks like jewelry.
Miss, did you know Big Bang was finished in 1858?
Is it? Oh, wonderful. We should maybe write that somewhere over here. Maybe we can write Big Ben, London, something like that. Okay, now I'm going to draw a few lines on the side like that, in between this. See, they are small lines that go in between the rectangular shape. And inside all of these, I will make a shape like this, like an inverted U shape. It goes all the way to the top and then turns around and comes back. So try to make them about the same size and the same number on all these sections. So right below this, the first layer, you'll make the second one. And then the third one. See? Oh, sorry, you can't see. And then also in the bottom, you can do the same thing. Huh? The one part that is ending right at the bottom, just the tops of the same embellishment can be done. There. So it looks like one long tower. It's so tall that we can draw only the top portion. Now we also have some shapes coming out like this. Okay, are you with me? Do you need a minute?
Miss, I'm lit.
Okay, good, thank you. So every place we have to make these kind of windows. Now look at where I'm making. The rectangle parts on top, we make the same kind of U shape over here in this rectangle and in this rectangle. Now we can make 6 over here like we've made these, but here we will make only 4 or 5. So again, just right above this, you can make 1, 2. See how many of those you can make. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then above this, you can also start from the center. Make one thin one in the center and then make 2 thin ones on the side. If there is more space on the sides, it's okay. Now on the top, are you done? Shall I move on?
No, please.
No? Okay.
Okay, now I'm done.
Done? How about everyone else? Are you also done?
Yes,
Okay, good. Now, for the topmost roof, we will have 1, 2, and 3 rows of triangles, tiny triangles like that. 1, 2, 3. then 1 and 2, and then 1. Okay, and then below that, just see how I'm doing this. First, I will make 3 on top, triangles, and then in the space in between and below, I will make 4 triangles like this. So all these old buildings had lots of beautiful decorations.
Miss, because the Big Ben was finished 1858.
Exactly. How did you know that? Did you find out?
No, in a book.
It's in your book?
Yeah, it's in a book. Should I show you the book?
Very nice. Which book is this?
It's a Swedish one.
Okay. Swedish one. Now there's one more design detail we can do in this, and you can see if you want to do it. I'm going to make these lines that run from top to bottom, but they don't go through the triangle. They break at the triangle. And they continue down further. This is how the roof tiles must have been laid. See? And for these lines, I always start from the center, because the center line should always be aligned to the tip top. Abdul, are you able to do this? Do you have any difficulties or questions?
Miss, I have a question. Is Abdullah new?
Yes, he joined when you were not here for a while, and then he was also not here and you were also not here. I think he also will have a holiday, or maybe his exams are over. Okay, now for
Mine exam is not over.
the face of the clock, we make a, now if you do this, if you have space, I have space, so I'm making a square inside the square face, and inside that I will make a circle.
Yeah, that will be the clock.
That will be the clock. And we can make some nice triangular designs like that on the side to make the clock face look more interesting. The Big Ben's clock face is quite interesting. It's got lots of circles inside circles. We are going to draw maybe 1 or 2 circles inside, and then a dot in the center. Maybe some circles along the outside also. Now, you need to do this only if you have space. Otherwise, don't make these extra circles. Just make 1 circle and 1 dot in the center. That's enough. And on the outside circle, I'm going to draw lines for the time. You know how to draw lines for time? 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, so above is 12, down is 6, this side is 9, this side is 2.
Opposite side of 9 will be 3.
And opposite side of 12 will be 6.
6, correct. Now, whenever you draw the face of a clock to make the face look nice, we will always draw it one line going closer to 10 and the other line going closer to 1, 2. like that. The line going closer to 10 will have a heart shape at the tip, and the one going to 12 can have an arrowhead. And you can extend these lines forward like that, beyond that dot. I think Big Ben is looking quite impressive, I must say.
Yes, this is my process.
This is your word? Oh, let's see. How nice. How cute is that? Beautiful. Very nice. I really like it. Okay, now I'm going to make the flag here, but we're going to make the flag in a shape. I'm going to draw it in two mediums. First, I'll make it in pen. For the inside lines, I want to make them in pencil and then paint it. So here's how I'm making the flag. I want you to see this first. Starting from this edge, not from the top. And I'm going to make a line that looks like this. So it's a wave. Okay, wait. Kyra, wait. And then some distance away, I'm going to draw that wave again. And then I will draw like a little rounded line from the side as well. Okay, now you can draw this. Now I want you to see how the flag of London is. So I'm going to draw it over here. And I want you to just observe this and then you draw it. Don't draw with me. Look at this, everyone. On a rectangle, if I draw the flag of England, okay, look here. You don't have to draw this. We have to draw this over here, but I want you to understand it. It has two fat lines coming straight down and two slightly less fat lines going horizontal. They're drawn in pencil, so you might not see it, but I want you to be able to see how I'm drawing this. We have to draw this very light. And then you have two lines running from corner to corner. Okay, now in this, the coloring is very interesting. The cross in the center is red and it's got a border, a white colored border. Okay, and the cross from the sides, see if you can draw this, goes up to the border, but not through. And it also has a border. So if I were to paint this, see this. Kyra, are you paying attention? Don't draw. I want you to see this. Abdul, don't draw, pay attention. Look at this. If I'm painting this, I'll paint my red color in the center. And then I will paint another red color from the side. Now you might think that the lines that come from the corners have to come and join this cross, but it doesn't do that because there's a white line around it. So the line from the corners comes like this. Because I've drawn that pencil line border, I know exactly where this line will come and stop. Okay? The same thing on the side. But when I drew it in pencil, I drew the line going through. So this line looks like it goes through to the other side, doesn't it? But when I'm painting, I have to draw this very carefully. All right, now this part is done, but Abdul, are you looking? Look here, don't draw. I want you to see this. Pay attention. You need to understand this. Now I have also drawn lines on the sides of the lines that go on the cross. Okay. And I'm going to paint that part. The triangles over there, I'm going to paint blue. Got it? This will give us the flag of England. Now do you want to practice this flag first? Then we will paint it over here. Practice quickly drawing it. Quickly paint it with
Where, miss? Where?
pencils or crayon. And then we will start painting over there. See, this will be the flag of England. Okay, now you remember how I drew it? If you paid attention, you will know step by step. First, make the big fat cross in the center. Leave a gap on the sides of those. Then make those lines from the corners. Leave gaps over there and then color it like that. If you're confused, you can ask me again and I will tell you again. Okay, how are you doing? Has everyone managed it? Okay, good. Now let's try and draw this over here. Now it's going to be drawn tilted. And this is one trick I want to show you. Wherever you have a horizontal line, like this horizontal line, that will, all those lines are going to be tilted like that. Are going to be wobbly like that. That will make our flag look like it is flying. So whichever line goes across this will wobble. So it'll all wobble like that. And you can paint the same thing very quickly onto this as well. Just to remember that there are borders, white borders, and all these lines. Okay, now before we paint the flag, wait. Before we paint the flag, let us write over here, Big Ben, London. So that part we can write in, first you write in very light pencil so you know how much space you have. Big Ben. And we have the same number of letters for London. So London. But we will write these in two different types of letters. One we will write nice and fat. And one we will write thin. So I'm writing Big Ben really fat. And this is how I'm doing it. I'm going to write those block letters. You remember how we did this? Big. I think this B can be even fatter than I made before. So the outside of the B remains the same size. But the inside shapes can be much smaller. Then that B will look really fat. Big Ben, and then London can be slightly thin letters. I'm writing a little fast so you can then observe and make the same kinds of letters. You don't write too fast. I'll wait for you. Okay, I'm just going to go quickly and get some water. I'll leave you to see this and draw your own letters. Okay, how's it going? Are you guys done?
Yes, I'm done.
How about everyone else? Oh, 1 second. Let's see, Safreen's.
Miss, I had some space, so I did like a little composition.
Oh, I like that. That was a very cute composition. This is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. How's everyone else's Big Ben looking? Okay.
Ma'am, I'm not yet.
Okay, you want me to wait?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll wait. Now, while you guys are doing this, I'm going to paint the whole backdrop behind this. Because I'm wondering now, should I paint that? Yeah, we can do two things now. We can paint a nice yellow in this and spread the yellow outward a little bit, and then paint a blue around this and spread it out into the letters. So I want you to see how I'm doing it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
You'll be okay with.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am painting very loosely, except the face of Big Ben. I'm putting color, a nice golden yellow color all over. And I'm also going outside a little bit. I'm not painting it exactly.
Perfectly.
Yeah, there we go. And then while this is wet, I'm going to paint a little blue around it. Now look at this. I'm going to move my book around so I can paint it very quickly. And some of that yellow is going to come into the blue and it's going to look like Big Ben is shining, as it should. Now, you don't have to paint the sky or the background blue like I do, but I just wanted to show you something. So if you feel you want to do it, you know how to do it. Same thing, the top, but now I have tilted the book so that the top has come to my left. And look at how big fat my brush is, which helps me to spread the paint pretty fast.
Miss, how big is yours? I'm using a 10.
Mine is 12, I think. It's lost its painted number, unfortunately.
Oh,
Okay.
sad.
It could be 10 also. 10, 12, both of mine.
But
Alright.
it's a big brush.
Yes, it's a big brush. And now here's two things. If you want, we can just paint the whole of this London and Big Ben a light blue color. So I am taking more water than before. Because if I try to dodge through this, I'm not going to be able to do it. So I am taking some water in my brush, less paint, and spreading that light blue color across Big Ben and London. And maybe I'll take some color from here also. Now, the thing with color is you should not go back and forth over it. Once it's painted, you just let it be. Oh, look at how my yellow is flying. This is wonderful. This Big Ben is really looking like it's on fire.
That would be the worst case ever.
That is also true. There was a time when all those buildings were on fire. There was a great fire of London.
And then I think they built it again.
I
So
think so too, yeah. But okay, this Big Ben looks like it's on water because of all the watercolor. I think that would be fine. Now with a slightly thin brush and a yellow ochre color, I am painting these little things on the inside. So just one side of these U-shaped pillars, just on one side like that, just half of that U shape on any one side, left side or right side. We will paint with a deeper yellow, yellow ochre, light brown, or any color like that. And if not, then even a light blue will be fine because it has to just look like a shadow. Now this looks like it's getting some depth. How are you kids doing? Do you want me to wait? Or are you following me? Are we at the same speed?
ma'am, can you wait?
Yes, I can wait. You can tell me to wait anytime. I'll wait. Because we don't need to make anything too fast. We have to make it good. So use only the speed you need to make it look good. Let's see. Oh my, very nice, Kyra. Hold it a little lower. Let me see the top of the building. Aha. Have you used a scale to draw those lines? Straight lines? Did you use a ruler?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't need a ruler. We want wobbly lines. We don't want straight lines. But fine, even with straight lines, it's fine. Next time, try to make just freehand lines without a scale. I'm sure you'll be able to.
Yes, it looks like it's actually like paper.
Yeah, so see, okay, this is Safreen who's made it without a scale. Oh, so nice. See, it looks like a little illustration by what's his name, like a Roald Dahl book illustration. Very nice. Good job. Even yours is nice, Kyra. I like that you made it nice and big, very tall Big Ben. Your Big Ben looks big. That's good.
Yeah, because Kyra sometimes makes.
Yes. All right. Now, Kyra and Safreen, you know how to paint the flag, isn't it? So you can start painting the flag. I'm going to wait for Avantika to finish what she's doing. Abdul has not shown anything, so I think he might also want to wait. And you can continue painting and paint the flag like we painted this. And Avantika, when you're done, you tell me when you're done and we will paint the flag together. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we move on, Avantika? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Do you want me to have a look at it? Or is the paint wet? If it's wet, then I won't look at it right now because then it'll drip.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pin it up so I can see it better. Oh, very nice. Very good, very good. How cute is that? I love it. Very nice. Okay, now let's just paint the flag. Before you paint the flag, just make sure that the space around the flag is completely dry. And if you've drawn very dark lines like mine are pretty dark, I'm going to erase only in the sections where I feel the line is going to come in the middle of my painting. And then the rest I can leave. That's fine. And for this, I'm using a thin brush, a small brush, because I have better control. Now, this whole month, we are going to make these postcards. So I want you to think about which other countries we can make these postcards for. We finished London, and if you can think of any others, then let me know, then I can note them down. And next week, I'll look for something from there.
Maybe the longest beach in Bangladesh.
Longest beach in Bangladesh.
Yeah, they have to wear the record for the longest beach.
What are you saying? I never knew this. And what is the name of the beach?
Yeah. Okay. Just search up longest beach in the world and then you'll find the name.
Okay, I'll do that.
My little brother made a project.
What project?
I don't know.
He's not shown you. He doesn't want
No,
you.
he just said to me when you're finished with your class, can I show you my project? And I said okay, and said he's happy.
Oh, how cute. So now remember this every time. When you are doing something new, especially something that needs a pattern that you've never done before, always use a rough sheet like we did here. Tell me something, was it easier for you to make this flag now in the postcard because we made it in the rough space beforehand? Do you think it was easier, or do you think you would have been able to make it on the final postcard also very easily?
Yes, ma'am, it was easier.
Okay, good. So remember, this is a technique that you can use for anything. If you're not sure about something, instead of in a rush going and painting it, and then wondering and hoping and praying, I hope it turns out good, I hope it turns out good. First, make it in rough. Then you can test it out, you can make adjustments, and then make it in fair. That's what I do. So I'm never afraid of painting it in fair because I know exactly what I want to do. And I made it in rough. I know how it's going to look, so there are no surprises. That's called planning.
Yeah, we know what the plan is.
I am quite pleased with my postcard. Are you all pleased with your postcards?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I even did some details on the lettering.
Did you? I was going to say that, in fact. You can change the color of the letters if you want. You can make Big Ben in red, and you can make London in a deeper blue color if you want. Or you can do another thing. So, oh, 1 minute. One last thing we've forgotten. The roof of Big Ben is a slightly bluish green color. So you can take some green and put a little bit of blue on that. And minus the triangles, you can paint the whole roof that green color. Just don't paint the triangles. Keep those triangles white. But if it's too tiny, just paint the whole roof. It won't matter. There we go. Now, if you want to make it a little more interesting, sorry, I often do this to my letters. Instead of painting on the letters, I make a little shadow underneath the letters like that on any two sides. So the right side and the bottom. And then this looks like those letters are kept on my postcard, not painted. See, that shadow makes it look quite interesting. So it's just a blue color, which I paint on any two sides, like the bottoms of the shapes, like over here, the bottom of the G. Now, bottom meaning, now that I've tilted it, this bottom and bottom of this line. If I turn it on its side, then it'll look like it's on the left and bottom. If I keep it on the sides, it will look like it is, sorry, it's bottom and right. And I can do that only for Big Ben if I want to. I can do it for London also if I want to. There we go. And it's done.
Okay, mine is also done.
Excellent. Let's see how yours is looking. Oh, cute. Very nice. Very nice. Good job. Would you please send a picture on the group?
Okay.
And all of you, maybe you can take a grown-up self and tear this part and keep it in your homes like a poster for yourselves. Very nice, Kyra. Looking good. Let me see the flag. Hold the book slightly lower. Hold it lower. Bring it lower. Ah,
Ma'am?
good job. Let's see Abdul's. Very nice, Abdul. And let's see your poster. Very good. Very good. So, Abdul, you can make your letters bigger next time. Okay, again, next week we will be making a poster. So, I want to know which city or which country you want to make a poster or a postcard of.
Yes.
Okay. So, are we done for the day? Shall we end the session?
Done.
Okay, I will see you next week. Please share your postcard pictures on the group.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Good night to you, miss.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.